Okay, hi, this is Karen from Mannadelight, and I'm going to explain a little further because many have questions regarding free will and soul contracts, and my last video, the divine masculine has no choice. Free will. Earth is a free will planet. And that is true. That is a universal law that this is a free will planet. That means that you can come on Earth and basically do what you want. You're not governed by anything. You have a choice. You have a choice to choose religion, not choose religion. You have a choice to go to school, not go to school. And quite honestly, this is the reason that the earth is in the state that it's in, is because of the free will choices that were made. And that is why this is like Operation Save Gaia, because the earth is in such a bad shape because we've essentially destroyed it with our free will choices. The years of progression of all of the free will choices that have been made, and of course by all of the dark control, mind control, all of that. Okay, so all beings, light and dark, this is another thing to get into, as well as the light and the dark. All beings, light and dark, had this free will. So we're all together here on this earth. The dark was allowed to control us. The light was then misconstrued, and everything that the Bible stood for and all of that was tainted, because the religious leaders back in that time had the choice to basically do what they wanted, and so they decided that they were going to change that. And because of all of these things, we've evolved to a state where Gaia now needs to be saved, because all of these choices have led to the death of Gaia. We've taken a beautiful earth, and because of the fear that was also allowed to control us, we've evolved to a place where it's not safe to eat anything. It's very hard to find pure, true, organic, nutritious food. It's not safe to breathe the air. And so it's not as if this is news. You know what I'm saying? This has already happened. So we all knew that this was going to happen. So now there's Operation Golden Age of Gaia. Let's save Gaia. Let's change what has happened as a result of free will. So this is God's second chance. This is the second coming of Christ. This is, let's do this again. But this time, the souls that have incarnated in the earth in this last period, during this golden age of Gaia, let's send some people down there. So we had an option and a choice, and we were given the opportunity to come down here, to volunteer, to say, okay, I'll incarnate in whatever year you were born. And you picked your stories, and you got together, and you and your twin flame were up there together because you're never separated. And you said, okay, let's go, and I will incarnate, and this is the life that I will choose, and I will release all of my karma from all of my lives. And that's why a lot of twins have very, very hard lives. Okay? And so let's get rid of the karma from all the past lives. Let's evolve my soul that I don't ever have to come back again. And yes, I will come and I will help save, and I will volunteer to be a leader, and me and my twin will come back and we will beat the odds, and we will fight the journey, and we will win the battle, and we will go all the way to the end, and we'll come together in our true divine partnership, in our true divine love. And we will usher in the divine template. So it wasn't just me and my twin who was sitting there at this big round board table. It was all twin flames that were sitting there around the board table. You and your soul monad and your soul family. And you guys came up with a plan. Okay? So picture a room full of boardroom tables. And they're circular. And the room is full of them. And you're up in space somewhere. And all the ascended masters are there, which some of us are those ascended masters, all the council members, all the upper echelon of soul beings that were old souls, were coming to earth and learning a lesson, was old hat for them. They're all in this boardroom, and here's your soul family at this circle, and this soul family is at this circle. And the numbers of soul family, and that I am not clear on, and I don't know if anyone has that information yet. I'm sure someone has been enlightened to this. I was given the number 124 as a download. I still have no idea what 124 means. It was around the time when I was really trying to figure out who were rod and staff and how the monads work, and is there one twin flame couple that's rod and staff, and then they have so many twin couples that are beneath them, and not saying that they're lower or less, just beneath them, and the one rod and staff holds them and supports them just because they're older or a bigger being, period. Nothing more or less. Has nothing to do with value. And when I was trying to figure that out, I got a download of 124, and I would hear 124 in my head, and then immediately my head wanted to count and go 125, and then I would hear 124 again. And it was one of those repeating downloads that happens sometimes, where you just hear it over and over again. It'll just be like a sentence. Like one time I got the download that the grid needs to be complete before union. The grid needs to be complete before union. The grid needs to be complete before union. And I was like, I get it. And so that was a significant download of complete your grid before union. And that means you come together with your soul family. That means you come out of hiding. And so your soul family can find you and you complete your grid. And then that's union. And I've given that before in past videos. I can't tell you which one, but I've poured out all my downloads into past videos, and the ones that are supposed to find that information will find that information. So back on track with that. So you were sitting up there, and you and your soul families around this board table, and they said, okay, you're going to do this in my life. You're going to do this in my life. I'm going to do this in your life. And we're going to work this out. What lesson do you need to learn before your soul's completely evolved? Well, I need to learn this. Okay, well, this is what needs to happen. So you sat there and you made a contract and you made a plan with all of these souls that are in your soul family, and all of these souls that you're going to make a contract with to help along the journey, to teach you a lesson, to help your soul evolve, to get to this place where you have completely evolved and will now ascend. For twin flames, that includes union with your twin. So you all signed on the dotted line and said, okay, this is how it's going to go. So your soul, your higher self, and you and your twin share an oversoul, is pushing you down this path, pushing you down your soul contract and that which you had made before you came here. Okay? That means that you incarnated here without that free will. Free will is out the door for you. You don't just get to come down here and say, oh yeah, I'm going to cancel that contract now because I'm having too much fun. I changed my mind. No. It's a binding contract. Your fleshly body might be tired of this place. Your fleshly body might be like, I can't do this anymore. Your body's like, I don't want to do this. I'm having too much fun, whatever. But your soul is saying, no. Your soul is saying, you made this contract. This is for your highest good. And so you said, for my highest good, for my soul's evolution, and for my last ascension, this is the path that I want to take. Well, unfortunately, what happens is we incarnate here on earth and we forget about our soul contract. We forget who we truly are, but this is part of the journey. And so now is the time where everybody's waking up to the fact that this is who they are. My God, you mean I'm not this Christian girl from Midwestern Illinois who is a baker and is a single mom, and that's not who I truly am. I'm really an angel who decided to incarnate to help with these last days, to help with the ascension process, to help usher in the divine love template so that in the new earth, everyone gets a divine partner. Do you mean all the broken relationships and all the horrible, hurtful pain surrounded around what true unconditional love is not going to be anymore? Because I have chose to come here and to help usher in true unconditional love. We're giving Jesus's message a second chance. We're going to walk this horrible path on this dense earth to help Gaia and to help all souls on earth. Yes, I'm doing that. Why? Because we are all one. I want it for myself and I want it for you. And since we're all one, we have to do it together. What your soul is beautiful. Your soul is so full of love. Your soul is love. Your soul is light. Your soul wants nothing to do with this 3D experience. That's why so many people say, I just want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. That's why we feel displaced, out of sorts. We don't belong. Because this is not our home. This is a place where you come to learn lessons. This is the place that you come to help evolve your soul. But this isn't home. And this isn't what we know. And so for all of humanity and all souls that have incarnated here, we came to change it. Your soul doesn't want anything to do with free will, because look what free will has done. And the only time that this is going to come into play is that your soul has the freedom to create whatever it wants to create. But you don't get to back out of a contract. You don't get to walk away from the other half of your soul. Your soul's in charge. The flesh and your earthly body and everything that has happened to you is falling off of you. And what is going to emerge is your soul. Your soul is pushing through. This is the awakening process. This is the shedding of your flesh. The ascension process, the purging, the dark nights of the soul. To help you do that is your twin, who stands before you and puts a mirror up and holds it up to you. And you look into it, and the mirror is showing you that which you need to heal, that which you need to shed, that which you need to let go of to evolve, so that your soul emerges. And that's when you come into union. That's when you fully accept unity consciousness. That's when you fully embrace yourself completely. And in doing so, when you've shed every ego and shed every layer that you've piled on through these years and through these lifetimes, you get to take that off and your soul emerges. Beautiful. Full of love and full of light. And you realize that everything that you've done, all the lessons that you've learned and everything that you thought you were and everything you thought about this earth is the opposite. And then you embrace yourself. You see yourself as that beautiful, loving, light being, and you embrace it. And in loving yourself and realizing that all souls here are the same, all have played a role, and you start meeting your soul family, and you realize, I've known that person before. And it's not just your twin flame that you recognize and you feel comfortable with, and you're like, I know that person. It's other people that come along too, that you say, wow, I know that person. They look familiar to me. They feel familiar to me. I'm comfortable around that person. That's your soul family. Those are the souls that you made the contract with before you came down here. And if you're truly on this journey, and if you're truly on a true twin flame journey, you know that the minute you woke up and the minute you stepped foot on this twin flame journey, you have not had a choice in the matter whatsoever. Your soul said, wake up and it's time. It's time. It's time to release everything. Purge it. Get it out. We're coming out. This is who you truly are. This is your true path. This is your mission. And they push you down the path. Your soul is in charge, not your fleshly body. And this is true for you. This is true for your twin as well. They have no choice. Their soul is waking them up. This is your path. This is who you truly are. This is your mission. The dynamics of the divine feminine and the divine masculine are different. How they're being woke up, how they're being pushed down the path is different than ours. There is, like I said, an element of them being held back until it is time. Our souls already know. Our souls have been lit up. Our souls have recognized each other. That is where that longing comes in. That is where that magnetic pull towards each other comes in. Our souls know. Our souls are elated. Our souls have recognized each other. And our souls also know that there's some things that still needs to happen in order for us to come into union. And so it's pushing us to complete those lessons, to make those connections, to complete a grid, to get in the place where we need to be, to start a mission. And it's all coming together. All is well. It's all happening. It's already happened. It's already here. We're watching the unfoldment of it now. The only difference is that we're here on Earth, where the plan for everyone's highest good has to come together. So everyone's highest good and all those things have to be lined up. All of those things have to be lined up in order for it to come together for everyone's highest good. So things are shifting. Everyone's plans clicking into place. It's just like a clock where click, click, click. This dial has to turn this way, and then this one has to turn this way. So think of the inner workings of a clock, and this one has to turn this notch, click, or even opening a safe. All those little dials have to be absolutely perfect before the door swings open. So things are clicking over here, and things are clicking over here, and because of that, and because of everything that's happened and the choices that were made, and because your soul is trying to help you to shed all of this, okay, it takes time. It's just one of those things. It just takes time. It's clicking into place for everyone's highest good. But it's happening. And things are moving so quickly. My God, it is almost September. And it was just January. I mean, everything is speeding up. But all of these, the new moon, full moon, solar eclipses, Lionsgate portals, all of those things are coming together to help push everything forward. These are exciting times that we're living in. Very exciting times. And we are ensured victory. And we are ensured that it's all going to pan out. You just have to do what you came here to do. You just have to follow your intuition. That's why that's always out there. Listen to your heart. Go within. Why? Because your soul has the answers. Your intuition is pushing you down the path. Get to the end of the path. Do what you came here to do. Move along down the path. You're only delaying yourself. So you go within and you say, okay, what's next, soul? What do I need to accomplish next? And if it's time, they let you know. And they give you a nudge. They give you these signs, and all of these number synchronicities and the names that you see and all of that. That's the magic of the universe. Lots of times we're manifesting those things because we're constantly looking for something. So that's how it happens. Like, I want confirmation. Bam, there you go. And that's just them saying, okay, we're here. We're here. We're here. If the veil was to be completely lifted and we were to see all of the help and all the beings and all the souls that are around us that are helping us, we would be astonished. We would feel like the minority. That is how much all of the universe and everyone who has ever been born is watching this. This is like the huge event. Picture them all with popcorn watching everything. And then, and then you call out for help and boom. Okay, I'll go. And you've got this angel and you've got this spirit guide and you've got some that never leave your side, and they're dedicated, and they told you, I'll be right there by your side this entire time. I've got you. I'm helping you. I've got your back. And if you can't see it, and if you don't feel it, shed some more of this outer shell of this physical flesh. Shed it. Go within. Fortify your soul. Meditate. Uplift your soul. And help your soul emerge. Get down the path. Raise your vibration. Release your fears, your worries, and your doubts. The flesh, release it. And embrace your soul truth. Embrace who you are on the inside. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. And these are the things you keep hearing. Meditate. Raise your vibration. All that information's out there for this purpose. Helping your soul emerge. Because the end result is bliss. The end result is your reward. And the reason why you volunteered is we all get to live in love and light. No more pain, no more struggle, no more hardship, no more fear. Your souls planned to come together for all of humanity. You don't get to back out on it. The other half of your soul doesn't get to back out on it. You're one. You're one. And when both of your souls emerge as one, because you're already merging together as it is. You already know this. Your souls are already merging as it is. The physical bodies cannot contain nor override your souls coming back together as one. It's not as if you're going to get all the way down the path and the other half of your soul gets to stay behind. No, you're dragging them behind you. Guaranteed. So I hope this explains it a little bit more about free will. And I hope it explains it more about how you're one soul, two bodies. So it's whatever your soul is headed towards, the other half of your soul is headed towards that as well. So whatever's true for you is true for your twin. Yes, I've talked about opposite polarizations with twins. There are some opposite polarizations, but that's because that's what you're here to heal. But for the majority, you are the same. You've had a lot of synchronicities. You've had a lot of the same things happen in your life. You are the same person. You like the same things. You are just the same. And so if this half of your soul is struggling with communication, then the other half is struggling also with communication. Unless you're here to heal communication issues, then one will have no problem with communication and the other one will be so closed mouth. You dig what I'm saying? So then the meeting in the middle would be the balance of the communication. And you've healed it. You've created that template and now you've healed that communication problem for everybody. So if you believe that your divine masculine has an issue with something, it's probably your issue too. And so the best way in order to heal that and to shed that layer is to deal with it. Help me, higher self. Help me, spirit guides. Help me, angels. Help me, whoever has my highest good in mind, angels of love and light. Help me to heal this. What lesson do I got to do? What do I have to purge? Let's do it. I want it gone. And they help you. So I hope it explains it more. I just got a couple of emails regarding it, some questions down below, and I wanted to fully explain it more because it does set your heart at ease, knowing all is well and knowing that it's already happened and you're just watching it unfold. And taking your eyes off the pain of the 3D and going within and listening to your heart and embracing the love instead. Choosing that instead of to believe the fear and the ego mind and everything that's going on. To have the faith of the end result. Faith is seeing something that's not there. And so when you're looking at the 3D situation and you're saying, yeah, but, he says that he doesn't want to come back. She says she doesn't have any idea what you're talking about. They've went off and dated someone else. And it doesn't look like it's ever going to happen. Doesn't ever look like it's going to happen for you. And that's the way it was designed. Because you have to have the faith and see something that isn't there. Because in the physical, it's not. Not yet. But your soul knows it's there. And every being behind the veil that's helping you knows it's there. But the ego mind can't see it. And that's what we're here to reverse. The shedding of the ego, the shedding of the flesh. Okay. I'm done rambling. I hope this has been beneficial. I hope it explains it even further. It's the truth that I know it. And as I know it, regarding this journey and what I've been shown and what I believe. And it's exciting. It's exciting times. It's wonderful. Everything is coming along just as it should. And you just have to keep going down your path. You have to keep going within and finding out what the next move is and doing it and shedding all of that. Listening to your heart, listening to your soul, being love and light, choosing love and light, raising your vibration. And you're going to get there. We're all going to get there. And it's going to be glorious. Namaste, my friends. I always leave my information below. If you need me, please reach out. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.